back from a teacher's conference for my grandson, Noah, who oddly enough is not doing well in math. By coincidence, we got a math sheet last night, and we had some issues with conflicting information. He said his teacher told him to do it one way, and I was trying to explain to him how that's not exactly correct. I showed him in the example how you would add up these, or figure out these fractions to divide up quantities of food equally among a certain group of people, or a certain number of people. In their example, if you look, it says to show how you can share items you can divide to find a fraction of the total. Their example, 4 people share 2 submarine sandwiches equally. Since Noah's class doesn't know how to reduce fractions yet, they cut each of the 2 sandwiches into 4 equal parts. Each child would get 1 part from each sandwich. Now down here it even shows you that in total there are 8 pieces. 8 pieces of sandwich. So if each child got 1 piece from each sandwich, the child would have 2 eighths. And that's exactly what they say over here. There are 8 slices all together. So each person received 2 eighths of the shared sandwiches. Coming back to what Noah's teacher said to do, if you have 2 apples and 6 friends, she says that it would be 2/6, which is incorrect. Each child will get 1/6 of the apple. Here's my example. Let's pretend this is a whole apple and this is a whole apple. All together, there are 6 pieces of the apple. Each child, I have 6 children, would get 1/6 of the apple. And she said that's not how this works. She said the child gets 1 from this pile and 1 from this pile. 1 plus 1 is 2 out of 6. Now notice how all of a sudden there's 6 pieces. If I give one child these 2 pieces, and another child these 2 pieces, and another child these 2 pieces, I've only given pieces of apple to 3 children. What are the other children going to eat? And then she argued, okay, no, that's not how you do it. You have to cut the apple into exactly as many pieces as there are children. So here's an apple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Common sense tells you that each child is going to get 2 12ths, because altogether there are 12 apples, 12 apple pieces. Each child will get 2 12ths. There's 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, 4 children, 5 children, and 6 children. Now, see, all 6 children have 2 pieces. If you come back to what she said, it's 2/6, okay? And again, there's no longer just 6 pieces, there's 12. Here's how she explained that. You line these back up. Okay, so you give each child 1 piece of that row and 1 piece of that row. So that's 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 2/6. I can't argue with that. And I can't explain how it comes out that way. But, again, you're no longer dealing with just 6 pieces of apple. You have 12 pieces total. Just like over here. All together, 4 plus 4 all together is 8 pieces. So that bottom number cannot be 4. However, if you use their method, 2 submarines, 4 people, the bottom number would be 4 and the top number would be 2. Okay, here's another analogy for you. Bananas. Common sense here. If I have 2 bananas and I have 4 people, I'm going to cut the bananas in half. Now I have 4 pieces of banana, or 4 quarters of banana, right? By their theory or their method, You write your problem out. 4 people share 2 bananas. Each person gets 2 of the 4. Okay? There's 1 person. There's 2 persons. And we're out of bananas. We have 4 people, but that only feeds 2 people. 2 pieces of the 4. See how it's not working? So if I'm wrong, somebody please try to explain to me how I'm wrong. And if I'm right, give me a thumbs up or something, because this is making me crazy. So the teacher ended the conversation by telling me that the instructions up here were wrong and the math that they did was correct. And lo and behold, the answer key to this little math sheet is exactly these answers. So let me just take a video of the whole thing now. It makes no sense. Either the top's right or the bottom's wrong. And they could not wrap their heads around that and insisted that if you want to divide 2 apples between 6 friends, each friend would get 2/6 of those 2 apples.